I will request Professor Rasid Saab to recite the few verses of Holy Quran. Thank you so much, sir. Because today is the first Muharram, the beginning of the Islamic year. Professor Rashid Sahab, Professor of Physiology.
جزاك الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. صدق الله العظيم. तर्जुमा, खुदा तुमको इंसाफ और एहसान करने और रिश्तेदारों को देने का हुक्म देता है और बेहयाई और नामाकूल कामों से और सरकशी से मना करता है और तुम्हें नसीहत करता है ताकि तुम याद रखो. सदक़ल्लाहु अलैहि.
Thank you so much, Professor Rashid, Professor of Physiology. It is 22nd PMA academic webinar in collaboration of Pakistan Physiological Society, Azad Jammu Kashmir Medical College, Muzaffarabad, Women Medical College, Abbottabad, Pakistan Association of Pathologists. The webinar was started previous year with the collaboration of Professor Salma Kondi, and now we have almost more than 4 collaborative societies. On the forum of this platform, this academic webinar not only provided the different aspects of the COVID, we also provided the different information according to different other infectious diseases like hepatitis, dengue, AIDS, other things. On this platform, we also delivered different lectures on the medical writings and ethics of the medical writings. And on this webinar, on this platform, we also provided a whole course on the pathology about the hematological reporting. And we are continuously providing different lectures about the very, very important topic on the in hospital infectious program, control program. Today's worthy speaker is Professor Mumtaz Saab. Professor Mumtaz Saab is head of the Department of Pathology, Azad Jammu Kashmir Medical College, Muzaffarabad. Professor Mumtaz is not only a head of the department, also he is the ex-chief of the infectious control diseases of the King Faisal Hospital he remained in Saudi. Professor Mumtaz is a well-known microbiologist, virologist of Kashmir, and he got the Tamga Imtiaz during the best services, providing the best services of the COVID in previous year. Azad Jammu Kashmir Medical College has Muzaffarabad and Professor Mumtaz. We are the only in Kashmir, we do not allow the PCR for the private hospitals, and all the PCRs are done in the government hospitals, AIMS hospital, under the kind supervision of Professor Mumtaz, and almost we have done more than 0.43 million PCR tests. The PCR labs are not only established in the central part of the AIMS, we have provided this at different other centers. Now in this year, we are going to inaugurate another important labs after a few weeks. This will call the state-of-the-art laboratory at Azad Jammu Kashmir Medical College, Muzaffarabad. under the kind service of Professor Mumtaz and Professor Munir. Professor Mumtaz, now it is over to you. And I welcome all the seniors, professors we are looking here. Also Professor Saira, who remained collaborative with us during the last many periods of the COVID. And now it is over to you, Professor Mumtaz.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sir, thank you so much. Sir, I would like to thank Professor Salma Kundi, President PMA, Professor Umar Ali Khan, President Pak Physiological Society, Professor Shahid Parvez Saab, President PAP, and all other honorable members of this group to give me the opportunity for this presentation. Sir, today's topic is hospital-acquired infections. This is very much important, I think, nowadays, because in our hospitals, particularly in public sector hospitals, I think the infection control practices, prevention control practices are rudimentary, are even non-existing in many hospitals.
Professor Mumtaz, your voice, please. Yes, breaking, Professor.
Hello, is this clear?
It's okay now.
Oh, okay. Is this okay, sir?
It's okay, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. So my area of this talk is hospital infection control program. The outlines of this presentation will be the importance of infection control program, especially in the hospitals, structure of infection control program in hospitals, infection control team, infection control committee, infection control manual. This is very important area. And the key indicators of infection control. What are the key indicators of infection control, particularly in hospitals? Hospital infection control is a quality standard which is essential for well-being and safety of the patient, staff, and visitors. It affects most of the department of the hospitals and addresses the issues of quality, patient safety, and the risk management. It also applies the epidemiological scientific principles and statistical analysis to prevention or reduction in the rate of healthcare-associated infections, especially in hospitals. The major preventive efforts should be focused on the hospital and the other healthcare facilities. Risk prevention for patient and staff is a concern of everyone in the facility and must be supported at the level of senior administration. Here, I would like to stress that infection control is really a teamwork, and from the supporting staff up to the administration, everybody has to be on one page for establishing and maintaining the infection control program in hospitals. And the hospitals must provide efficient resources to support this program. I have seen that when we go through the budget of the hospitals, there are very few hospitals, I think, especially in public sector.
Professor Mumtaz Saab, your volume should be raised. There's something wrong with your mic.
Hello.
जी अब बेहतर हो गया है अब बेहतर है
Is it clear now?
Now it is better.
It is better. Okay. I shall try to nearby this because I could not place the extra device for this one. So I was saying that regarding the senior administration, hospital administration should be on page. This is it is a teamwork. And without teamwork, it is not possible to make and to enforce and to implement these infection control practices in hospitals in our area. From the supporting staff to senior administration of the hospital should be on page for the start of this program or for the implementation of this program in hospitals. Hospital must provide sufficient resources to support this program. I have seen the many budget books of hospitals where there is even no budget is dedicated for infection control practices. Without resources, I think it will be difficult to start or implement the infection control services in hospitals. And through this forum, I would strongly recommend that the hospital administrations should claim the budget for this activity as a separate head. We have an obligation to reduce the morbidity and mortality of our patients. And why this infection control program is important? Because being a healthcare provider, being the doctors, we have the obligation to reduce the morbidity and mortality of our patients. And next, the most important thing, the accreditation. When the hospital will decide to do any accreditation, like maybe national or the international, like JCI, I think the without strong infection control program, no hospital is able to qualify for that activity. So for the accreditation programs, it is mandatory to
Mumtaz Saab, again, there is a problem.
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Yes, better now.
Okay. So I was saying for accreditations of the hospitals, this strong infection control program is mandatory. Without qualifying the infection control programs in the hospitals, no hospital can qualify for any accreditation program. The infection control efforts are is a part of the risk management efforts in the hospital. Therefore, the prevention of healthcare acquired infection is the responsibility of individuals providing healthcare. Everyone must work cooperatively to reduce the risk of infection for the patients and the staff. The work with cooperation is mandatory here. I think, as I have experienced, for your own specialty, for in medicine, in surgery, in laboratory services, you can perform the individually, and you can improve your departments individually. But for infection control, it is not possible to improve, to make, and to implement the infection control programs in the hospitals. So this is a type of a shared activities among all stakeholders of the hospitals. Infection control programs are a comprehensive and include in prevention activities. The most important is surveillance and the staff training regarding this infection prevention control activities. There must be support at a national and the department. Here in Pakistan, now they have started some activities on the infection control, and they are spreading these activities to the provincial levels and hospital levels. We are include especially and
Dr.
Can't
Mumtaz,
hear you, Mumtaz Saab.
we are not hearing you.
hello.
Hey, what is the, I think, Aksa?
We have been tested before, but after the start, I think what is going wrong.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
Yeah, it is better now, but I think you should not move Mumtaz Saab. Be static at a place.
Okay. I'm not going, but I'm more. What about the national infection control program? National infection control program should be focused to set the relevant national objectives consistent with other national healthcare objectives, to develop and continually update the guidelines for recommended healthcare surveillance, prevention, and practice, to develop a national system to monitor selected infection, especially the device-associated infection and multi-drug resistant infection, and assess the effectiveness of intervention. There should be feedback from the national level regarding these infections. Is it clear now? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Please continue. The quality of voice is not good, but we can hear you.
Okay. The most important, I think, what should be the structure of hospital infection program. There is, like all disciplines, just say, for example, there's medicine, there is surgery, there is pediatrician, there is a gynae department. I think globally, this infection control program has been declared as a major discipline of the health. And in Pakistan, in our areas, we should also make the efforts to enhance this program, to implement this program, and to be serious about this program. But the key structure of this program in the hospital should be, there should be a separate infection control department. It may be consist of 1 to 2 offices, having the internet facility, at the computers, having this data entry staff, and similarly the other staff as well. And one the most important thing is that your infection control should be reporting to the highest administration authority directly. There should be no in between persons, for example, MSCs or joint executive directors. We welcome them as well. We make them unpaid. But the problem is here, the recommendation of infection control of sometimes of emergency nature. There should not no lapse of the time between the hospital infection control team and the higher administration, because sometimes you have to take decisions from higher authority as soon as possible. And infection control team, most of the people get confused between the team and the committee. Hospitals, especially, they think they have made their committees, and this is overlapping thing for them. But these are totally different things, and their view are totally different, and their responsibilities are totally different from each other. For example, infection control team. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Infection, who should be included in your infection control? There should be a dedicated, trained, experienced professionals in infection control. This is a criteria number 1. The head of this team should be the highly qualified, highly experienced person in the hospital regarding infection. For example, he may be the infectious disease doctor, he may be the microbiologist.
Sorry for interrupting. I am Professor Munir. I would suggest to Professor Mumtaz just to stop the video, then the voice will become clear.
Yes, I hope by this introduction, my voice should be more clear. Thank you, Professor Mani. I was talking about the infection control team in the hospital.
Professor Mumtaz, please move back to your previous position.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, we
Yes.
lose your voice because you keep on moving. If you just stay put at one place.
Okay. Okay.
Your
I
mic
shall
is
try my
probably
best.
out of
I
order.
shall try my best. I shall try my best. And next is the Infection Control Committee. Infection Control Committee is just over and above of the assembly. There is a Senate. You have to take the decisions, high-fi decisions for the hospital-wide implementation of infection